I think right now it would be a pretty good time, even safe, to say that anybody worried about Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills can feel free to stop worrying about Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, because they made it pretty clear over the past week and a half that they're actually fine. In fact, better than fine. They're back in first in the AFC East. They just won 3 games away from Buffalo.
So I say war to Rick of Buffalo.
3 games away from Buffalo.
War to Rick of Buffalo.
And did so in the span of those 12 days. Plus, Josh Allen is looking more like Josh Allen once again, which is to say, back to putting on laser shows, slicing up defenses, and posting dubs. Now, if you want to worry about a quarterback and an offense, though, there is a ton to worry about. Last night on the field, especially in Foxborough, and it sure as hell was not the Bills or their quarterback. It's whatever the hell is going on with Matt the Pencil and Hoodman's total bleep show of an offense. Oh, and let's not forget Joe the Mouth Judge, the alleged leader of men. The dude's trying to wreck Mac Jones's career and have already wrecked the Patriots offense, a.k.a. the dude's coaching Mac straight into severe regression. Yeah, what do you know? Incredible. Turns out having a play caller who has never called plays and a quarterback coach who has never coached quarterbacks is not exactly the best plan ever. In fact, it might actually have been the worst plan ever. The worst plan ever from the alleged best coach ever. No, check that. The worst plan ever from the best coach ever. Listen, I get it. Hoodman can flash all 6 of his rings in my face. He can say, "Kiss my rings, Radio Man," right before you kiss my ass, Radio Man. The dude is the most decorated head coach in NFL history. I'm obviously aware of this. We all are. However, that does not mean that his offensive plan for this season is not seriously effed up, because it is. It was. And everybody knew it. And if it was anybody other than the Hoodman himself who tried to pull that bullcrap off, they would have been fired on the spot. And this is not hindsight being 2020. This is not some sort of armchair quarterbacking. Of course the offense is complete ass. 50-50. Not only was Patricia a horrible head coach, he hadn't even coached any offense of any kind in 17 years. But you're going to tab that chunked up, pencil rocking, failed head coach to come back and run your offense. Worst idea ever. The GOAT thought that was a good idea. Like, I don't care if Belichick could flash 100 rings in front of my face. That was one of the dumbest ideas ever. And everybody other than the alleged smartest guy ever knew that that was one of the dumbest guys ever. And again, that's not hindsight being 2020. We all knew it the second he finally admitted it. We all knew it the second he brought Fat Matt back in to do it. And letting Joe the Mouth have the ear of their second-year quarterback was only going to make it that much worse, and it has. Because anyone who has anything to do with scheming or developing that offense is now and has been officially an unmitigated disaster, starting with Belichick himself for thinking that this could ever work. And sure, you would expect that with Josh McDaniels leaving and new play callers coming in, they might get off to a slow start. That's fine. Everybody would have accepted a slow start as long as you progress steadily as you go, but they haven't. If anything, they're getting worse. And last night, they put nothing but straight ass on film for everybody around the league to see. So it was only a matter of time, and it finally happened last night. Finally, Mac Jones finally snapped. Right there on the sideline, in prime time, in front of the cameras, and in front of the whole world. Mac Jones cussing out the Pats and their play calling. How could he not? He knows those clowns are not only wrecking their season, but now they're on the verge of wrecking this dude's career. And I'm not a professional lip reader. I'm not claiming to be, but I don't need to be to know what this guy was saying and what he was raging about, because he pretty clearly screamed, quote, "Throw the effing ball." And then either the effing run game sucks, or the effing short game sucks, or the effing quick game sucks. At least that's how it looked. But obviously, we had to be missing something, right? Like, there's no way the Hoodman's QB just went Kyler Murray on the play caller, right? There's no way that the Patriots QB just did the least Patriots way thing ever, right? For sure, Mac would clear it all up when he hit the podium after the game. Like, any confusion, Mac would clear up, because Mac's a quality guy. Mac is built that way. Came through Bama, went on to learn the Patriot way. Believe me, my man would settle everything down and clear everything up, which is exactly what he did. He put any mystery around that outburst to bed when he clarified that what it looked like he said and meant was exactly what he said and meant. Yes, I said it. Yes, it was exactly what it appeared. Yes, if you read my lips, that's what I said. Uh-oh. I respect that. I give that guy so much credit, because that was the least robotic answer from a Patriots quarterback at a presser in decades.
For real.
Dude came right out and admitted that he was screaming at Matt the Fat Patricia. Or, as he points out, nobody in particular, Matt the Fat. Throw the effing ball. The effing short game sucks. The problem with that, of course, is the short game does suck, and so does the offensive line. That's why they can't get the ball downfield, because they're not giving this guy any time whatsoever, because the play in front of him is just as bad. But to his point, throw the ball downfield. We're down 17. We're not going to catch up 3 yards at a time. Pretty incredible. Pretty incredible in the sense that you have somebody on the Hood's sideline, the Hoodman's sideline, the Hoodman's team,
Today's Friday.
just going in like that. Way to go, Mac. Word. Straight up. He's not wrong. It's not like he said what everybody didn't already know. The difference is he didn't just fall into line, and he was not about to cover for those jackwagons who Belichick should have never let anywhere near him or the offense to begin with. So do me a favor. Do not try putting this on Mac Jones. Do not try telling me that Belichick is Belichick and he can do whatever the hell he wants because he's Belichick. That the young quarterback should keep his mouth shut. Hey, look, I'm not saying that Mac is Josh Allen. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is this. He had a pretty damn good rookie year. He had a pretty damn good rookie year when he had a pretty damn good play caller and offensive coordinator to work with a year ago. Not a couple of A-clowns running around acting like they invented the game of football when they know nothing about offensive football. And even crazier than this, it wasn't just Mac venting out frustration last night. In fact, it seemed like most of the entire offense was red-assed as hell after the game. And I don't just mean about losing. I mean about the coaching. I mean about the play calling. I mean about the entire pathetic state of offense.